too vertical, the people who are doing the talking, they don't look into the lens anyways. It's always like a profile.
Oh yeah.
And if they're trying to teach lessons, they do it where it's like a fake podcast where they pretend they're talking to somebody, but nobody's actually there.
Oh yeah.
And that's a style of format that I want to try to do because, I can't always like ask you to come with me. That I should start making my own content by myself. I just could be comfortable doing like a podcast and preaching a little bit or coaching.
I kind of feel like when someone asks you a question, you could answer it better.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that would work for you, and you could record yourself asking the questions, and then like have this video of a side, and then watch the video, of you, and so you like while you're recording it, so it's like you're asking yourself the question.
Oh, it's interesting.
It's so weird, but you could.
It's like, what is this, Dustin? Like, well, I think, I don't know, because when you take the pauses and stuff, that's like a natural thing versus me doing a script, and it's like 2 lines, and I can't even remember the lines. That's content.
Yeah. So Dustin and I are here. We just recorded some stuff for his channel. His channel's doing awesome. Dustin, I feel like you're my friend in this city that is really also doing content because everyone kind of wants to do it, but you're actively doing it.
I'm actively doing it, yeah, because of using it as a marketing tool. Yeah. For my online fitness coaching business. At the same time, I'm able to use my creativity that I've always wanted to be a content creator since I was like a kid. Picked up a camera with a videotape in there. I was recording me and my friends breakdancing. And then from there, I was like doing storylines. I don't know, I was like 12, always recording. Every Christmas gathering, I was recording. Cousins were like, God, here he comes again with a camera. But now, everybody wants to have like a camera on them and do content, right? But back then, it was like, I just did it because I enjoyed doing it. Something about like the art of putting content together. And then memories too. I like to hold on to a lot of memories.
I think I was similar in the sense when I was a kid, my dad bought my first camcorder with a cassette tape, and I would just video everything. I would also video my friend and I like playing swords and trying to like edit it like The Matrix. So I think it's cool that we both share that desire for video, that like for video, and not like, oh, I just want to make the content because everyone else is doing it. Like we enjoy that.
Yeah.
And so I really want to like spend more time like either chatting with you about it, trying stuff, and which is inspired. Just to pull out the camera and record this. You, at the moment, you are newly taking this direction to try the fitness business, which you're doing now, and you're creating this content as marketing behind it. Why did you decide to go this direction? Like, why the fitness content in the first place?
So I did my Ikigai, right? And a lot of it was like you can do entrepreneurship, you can coach people, you can do public speaking, because everything I put into it, it spit out all these things. And one of it was like a life coach, right? And I was like, let's put that on like the very bottom of the list, just because I don't think it's gonna make real money. It's just like, get a real job, get a 9 to 5. This is just like you having a dream of, oh, I just want to escape the rat race and whatever. Everybody says, you're just get a real job. And that's my negative self-talk. Nobody's ever really said that. Right? It's just me. That's probably me projecting because I would say that to somebody else. It's like, you want to be a content creator? You want to be a coach? Why? Like, that sounds great, but are you sure it's stable? And so I tried everything else but that until recently. I did a supplement business, manufacturing supplement business in Vietnam. I did import-export supplements from the US to Vietnam. I even tried to get back to my old job in LED manufacturing. Flew to China, spoke to my employer, and he offered me to own the factory. But the catch was I have to live in China. He's like, I'm going to retire. My son is doing the sales back in North America. You take over operations. You own the factory. How does that sound? I was like, oh, shit. Wait, really? Like,
That's huge.
This is life-changing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, am I making the wrong move here? Like, because my gut, your second brain, is telling me, no, man, you're just going to be a slave in this factory. And like, okay, sure, you make money. Are you going to be able to use that money? Are you going to have time to even use this money? I'm like, damn, but like, we're all chasing money. It's like, this is what I wanted. I want something stable and secure. But then I told him like, hey, I'm sorry. I came here to look for my job back, as in like, I want to be your sales guy again, but I don't want to be like a factory owner. And he was like, well, I don't really need that right now from you. And he was like, to be honest with you, if you don't take this over, I'm going to shut down the factory. So I went with him to go speak to the lawyers, and he's like in the process of shutting down his factory. and it was huge. I watched the whole thing go down. I was like, whoa, like that was a lot of pressure on me to take over this position. So I went back to Vietnam. And I was like, I'm kind of bummed out. I'm like, yeah, I thought this was gonna be like my ticket out, like having a stable career. Came back to Vietnam. I started to learn Amazon FBA. Took a course on that, and it was like 3 months of just like learning how to do it. And I was like, this is so boring that I'm like, is this even worth it? Is this even still like a trend? And my gut feeling was like, just stop, pull out, like take what you can from that coaching on learning how to run a business and online sales, but this isn't your thing. Go back to your ikigai and possibly talk about or go into the coaching thing. And I was like, oh man, like do I even have like life experience? Like what life experience do I have? And it's like, well, I had a huge transformation of my weight loss. No, that's freaking hard because I remember in that position where I was like overweight, my mindset was like in a different place, like very negative, pessimistic about everything in life. And for me to transform that with my body, I'm like, this is life changing. Like I probably saved years of my life by getting healthier. And so like, is this just like a dream to be a fitness coach, or can I really do it to make a living and help people and then also enjoy doing what I want to do? So I'm like, what, July, August, October, 5 months in of like just building systems, back end sales, learning from you too. Like, so it's a grind, and like it's, I guess expecting too much in a short amount of time is not realistic, but that's like what I'm doing, and it's making me a little like going back to being pessimistic. And I'm like, don't think like that. It's like, how many business owners can tell you they've made a profit within months? Nobody. So why do you think that's going to be any different for you? You're running a business. It's been 5 months. Are you going to be a millionaire by then? No. You're barely covering your costs. Like it's so, but yeah, I'm going to keep going, and give it at least a year of like hardcore locking in, study everything I can of nutrition, coaching, physical fitness, marketing, sales. Yeah, I don't have any marketing experience. I only have sales, B2B sales experience. So that's like, it's still one-on-one personal, which helps once I get the client. But it's like, how do you find them? You can be the best coach in the world. If nobody knows you exist because you don't have any sort of marketing content out there, then it's kind of useless. So you have to put yourself out there, and myself is the personal brand. And once I have the personal brand, people might follow me because of similar values or interests, and then if I can help them with my coaching business, then transform their life, and that'll be great. Yeah.
Awesome. So there's like an infinite amount of questions I could ask you on that, but I like that you rounded it out also with talking about why you're creating the content piece here specifically. But you've always liked video stuff since you were a kid, like when you were 12. So why not between that time and now on the this fitness business, created the content now? Why didn't you create stuff during that time?
I mean, I have, but it was always just like for like family, friends, or like girlfriends, little cute videos here and there. Also like limiting beliefs of being judged of people. Like, what are you doing? It's not your art isn't good enough, your piece isn't good enough, whatever it is. But like I took a few classes in like radio, TV, film back in college. So I learned like basic stuff and editing. But really putting myself out there to the public and uploading it for like strangers to view, I just didn't have the guts to do it. Fear of being judged. Yeah.
And so why do you find it so compelling now to do it for the fitness business? Like, couldn't you have just convinced yourself like, I'm just going to go some other method to get new clients rather than creating content?
Because I believe this is like the way that the future works for business, is like you have to do content. And like if that's the truth, then I'm all for it because I enjoy it then. Like I can't cold call clients like how I used to my old job. So if these clients are like, I guess you can call retail clients, right? Then they're on their phones, they're on social media. So you have to go where your clients are. And for me, that's probably platforms like Instagram and YouTube, and Facebook.
Okay, that's a great point. While you're creating the content, what do you find as some of your biggest friction points? Like just on the creation side, right? Like there's filming, there's editing, there's subtitles.
I think putting it I have a bunch of ideas, and they're all on my dashboard. It's just the creating part of it is like setting up a schedule of batch shooting and batch editing, because that's time consuming. It's difficult. It's hard. and you're constantly redoing it because it's not the way you want it to look like or sound like. So if somebody can just do that part of it, that would be amazing. But that's part of running a personal brand online. That you are like all these different positions. You're like the filmmaker, the writer, the editor, the person in front of the camera. It's a lot. And once you have that done, now you have to go back to sales and get clients on the call. And then you have to persuade them. And then once they're locked in, now you actually have to do your real job of coaching. So you're doing all these different positions just to get them to become a client, right? That's why companies have different departments. But if you're just a solo...
And you got to feel that when you were starting those other businesses too. You had to do everything. And now you have your own business and you're doing everything again.
Right.
And the content piece, which is its own business.
Yeah.
Is there pieces about the content creation that you like the most?
I think talking about mental growth and like expressing emotions, especially for like men's perspective, because that's something that I never really witnessed growing up or heard about, because it's always been like said to be weak or feminine to talk about your emotions. And why is it that men have such a high suicide rate? Like, we all have things going on in our heads or worries, and it's like if you can't label it, you can't process those concerns, then you're just gonna eat yourself alive, right? So
what you're saying is the topic of the content and the conversations you're having is what you're enjoying most?
Yeah, but I think I haven't really put it out there as frequent, because I think I'm doing more of the easier stuff, which is like putting out fitness content, because that's just me teaching you at the gym. But if I have like a more in-depth conversation of like, hey, men, if you're going through certain things in your life, you should probably find a community or a close friend you should talk about your problems to. But that's what I wish somebody did that for me years ago when I was going through like issues in my head and stuff like that. So knowing that you're not alone, that hey, you're not crazy for having these worries and concerns, it's like there's help. Like even if you want to get therapy or coaching, like go get help. Don't suffer in your own mind.
Yeah, it sounds like you really, really resonate with the business that you have now, which is absolutely fantastic. I want to ask you a question. I'm not sure if there is an answer, but maybe you could take your time to think about it. From that 12-year-old self that really liked video stuff to the self you are now, where do you find the joys in the video creation, like that 12-year-old self? Do you see there's a connection between that 12-year-old self and the now of the video stuff, or?
I think if I can get like good content, whether it be like goofy stuff or a nice storyline, then it's like, okay, you put a piece of art together, then it's like, oh, a project that you're proud of. So if you put out one content that you're like, hey, like I scripted this out, I brainstormed it, and I pushed it out, and it got good traction or whatever, and then you feel good about it. It's I think that's something like my 12-year-old self and now would be like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like you had the guts to put stuff out there in public and not be worried about like people judging you or whatever, and you just did it, and you didn't die.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool, that I don't know if a lot of people talk about this or go through it, is that once you start putting yourself out there, your real life, you gain more confidence. As in like, yeah, I talk about weird stuff or I do weird stuff online, and then in real life, I have more confidence to like talk to people or approach people.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like a form of public speaking, but like they're not directly looking at you when you're doing the public speaking. And once you overcome that fear, then like you unlocked another thing of confidence.
Cool.
Yeah.
So obviously Dustin is into fitness and he's a fitness coach. So I decided to eat some candy in front of him. Let's see if he wants some.
I actually brought those for him, so like it's fine. It's all about balance. If you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't say eat a bunch of these just yet. Once you get into your main calories,
I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna get this every day.
Then yeah, whatever. It's all good.
Actually, I kept myself from eating candy for a long time until I started doing some fitness boot camps. And the other guys there, some more powerlifters or bodybuilders. Yeah. And then they just like eat candy during their workouts. I was like, what?
It's instant calorie balance, energy balance. Yeah.
And then, as I started to eat more candy, my body started looking more jacked.
Yeah?
It did. Yeah. I don't eat it all the time. But when it's gifted to me, I 100% of the time eat it.
We have this fly that's going around.
Yeah, I was just like, I was trying to get rid of the fly.
Yeah, he's just feminism. It's feminine energy. I love this flip screen thing, though. You feel like it's actually recording. You know what you look like. You don't have like boogers on your face. Yeah. I dig it.
So I'm not sure if I mentioned one of the reasons why I'm going to Japan is because I want a new iPhone.
Really? So you're gonna go there just to get like a duty free or something, or what's the deal?
Yeah, there's a couple reasons. One, like if I get the new iPhone in Vietnam, there's the tax that makes it even higher.
Oh, I
Like
didn't
it's
know that.
more expensive here than it would be in the States.
Whoa.
Yeah. So if I go to Japan, I'll get it cheaper, even like $100 or something like that.
But then your flight and stuff.
I also have to do a visa run every 3 months from Vietnam.
Okay, got it.
So it's right at the time of my visa run.
Perfect.
The visa run alone, if I would pay a company, is $100. So if I get the new iPhone and I'm saving money in the visa run, I'm instantly saving up to like $200 to $300. So it's like I booked the round trip flight. The flight ticket was $300.
So cheap.
So I've already saved the money there.
I love the fact that we live on this side of the world that we can go to so many different countries for a price of what you go from New York to California.
Oh yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
$300 is like if you got a good deal. They average about $600 from New York to California.
Oh.
We can go within Vietnam for like $70, domestic flights. So it's pretty awesome. Different part of the world.
So I'm gonna go and get the new iPhone, so I can do videos like you were doing. Like I like this camera and stuff. It does.
I like yours better though.
Yeah,
You can see.
it's a real camera. I think it's really cool. Like, so just to let you all know, we're sitting outside. Obviously, you can see that. But there's like people around. Other people were taking photos and stuff, and we were in another area. But I think you do a great job of being in public. I just talk in my own room all the time. I don't like carrying a big camera around or like pulling it out. Like this is so. Now everyone can see that we're doing a video. It just makes me feel like you're.
I have to say though, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing this if I was in America.
Oh.
Because in Vietnam, like everybody's taking pictures for each other. It's not being narcissistic, but it's like that's just comfortable. Nobody's judging anybody. But in America, it's like goes back to like, oh, what do you think you're doing? Like you're a content creator, get a real job, right? So some people actually do feel like that, and then I get that worry of like, oh, I'm being judged again. I don't know, but it's like in Korea, I didn't do much content because people in Korea they don't do it like here where they're like taking pictures of each other like this. It's rare. I probably saw 2 live streamers walking, and they were so confident in themselves, and I love that. But for the most part, they're very like Western, like just go on with your business. Don't like I don't know. When you see somebody taking pictures of somebody else, or if they're filming themselves, do you feel like they're being a narcissist, or they're just doing their own thing?
No, I think it's cool. Another reason I think it's a little bit bulky. Like I like to take my phone sometimes if I'm in the gym. Like you have a thought and you want to film it real quick.
Yeah.
And you want to pull it out. And so I don't bring this everywhere with me. And so I'm thinking, with the phone, which I do record a lot on that phone.
Yeah.
It can't really edit long form content that well, which is what I like creating. So sometimes like the video editing app dies or like crashes or it just freezes. It just takes such a long time.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to edit on your phone like you do. So I can't really do that at the moment. So I'm thinking that could help get some more content at the same time. I'm still experimenting a lot with the kind of content I'm creating.
With the iPhone app that I was using, it goes onto the memory card, so I can't edit on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't pull it back on your phone and edit?
You might be able to download it, but I think it probably crash your phone because it's such a big file. I wouldn't edit 20 minutes or 30-minute content on your phone. It's not built for that. And it's hard. You don't want to like look through your phone like this. It's better to always be on a computer.
I personally agree. Like I like being on a computer.
I use that memory card because it's easier to transfer the files across. Because if I record it directly to my iPhone, it'll be on the cloud or whatever. And that has to be re-downloaded and then transferred to my laptop. It was such a long workflow that I hated it. I stopped doing content for a while because of that.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, hey, you can just use Blackmagic and use a memory card. But I'm like, what? This is amazing. And then that changed everything for me.
Okay.
Workflow is important, man. And I even told you I had to get a new laptop because the workflow issue of like.
You got a nice laptop.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's an investment. I'll save it for another 5 years. That's how long they last, for me at least. Yeah.
So, you have some tech that you have for the content creation. Do you like that investment of stuff? Like, is it very fun to buy those things, or is it like, oh, I gotta buy it?
I do. But like, obviously, if like money is tight, then it's not really a smart thing to do, or not feeling like you feel a little guilty. It's like, oh, should I be doing that, or should I like reinvest my money in something else? But I think of it like, okay, you are using this for your business, then you got to do it. It's you got to pay to play.
Let's turn that off.
Yeah, actually, I did this one piece recently where I was reading like a script and I was doing more like talking head, but I was holding the phone. And I don't feel natural doing that, but I feel like you're natural doing that, where you can just rant on your camera. I want to be able to do that. So if you can give me some pointers of how to improve that style of format and like.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm not sure if I've just talked to the camera for so long that got me comfortable with it, because other people have said that too, but I feel really awkward when like you mentioned, the sheet, or like when I have something that I really want to talk about that I've written out or something. When I edit it, it just feels uncomfortable for me. There's tons of cuts, which is, what a lot of professional YouTubers do anyway. But the times where it probably looks best and I feel best is when it's like a topic I really care about. And what I'm doing lately is I journal for a little bit beforehand. So I'm not writing the stuff I just want to talk about. I'm just like freeing my mind of all my thoughts and allowing it to speculate. And then it seems like it gets to a point where I'm like, I want to talk about this. And then I can just pop the camera on and just like talk about the thing that I want to talk about.
Can we talk about how to journal? Do you give yourself prompts to journal, or do you kind of just like, this is what Michael is thinking, or this is my to-do list for today? Like, well, how do you do it? Because I do it 1 or 2 days and I stop for like weeks. I find like it's kind of like a chore, and I'm constantly repeating myself because my journal has prompts already. It's like,
that's cool.
What are 5 things you're grateful for? Like, visualize your morning, visualize wins, this and that. And it's cool, but it eventually feels like a chore.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I'm
like, I've had those journals.
How do you? And I know it works because like there's days where I do it. I'm like, oh, I feel good about today, because like one of the prompts would be like, what's one thing that if you can accomplish today will make you feel good? What would that be? Okay, and if I actually end up doing that goal, then I feel great about myself. But if you wake up and you don't really have any goals or ambitions, then you're just coasting, and then you feel like, all right, no, there's no purpose. Now I feel like I'm wasting another day. Yeah.
All right, this is great, and I'm not going to just give an answer. There are plenty of answers. I just want to talk about some of the challenges I'm also facing and some of my learnings. I couldn't really find time to video. I don't really feel comfortable talking in front of too many people, but also if anyone's listening. Like if Lamb is sitting on the sofa and listening, I just feel weird. I just don't feel as comfortable as if no one's listening to me. When no one's around, I can talk so comfortably to the camera and say whatever I want. Because
I'm the opposite. Like I need an audience to feel like I'm giving a public speaking. But I'm like, I need to read your energy. I need to see what you're like. Right now, there's people around. Cool.
I think that's a huge benefit to you because people want the background. They want stuff going on. Mine's just going to be the same background all the time.
But I don't know if I can do it without you in the picture. I haven't tried.
Without what?
Like you or like another person. Oh. So let's say like you weren't here and this camera here. Can I still have this conversation? And I don't know if I can, because that's going back to like my question was like I wanted to see how do you do it naturally, because I struggle talking to the camera. I'm like, this sounds silly, or like it's not good enough. Like I don't like the way my face looked here or what I said here.
So I'm still working on improving some stuff, but I'm waking up before my girlfriend wakes up, and I have maybe about an hour before she wakes up and then comes out, and then I gotta give her attention and all that stuff, when you're in a relationship. And so like I have an hour and I want to record more videos. So what do I record about? So when I pull out my journal, I allow my thoughts to flow. Like maybe you're like, I got nothing to think about, nothing to talk about, nothing to say. But when you start writing, your thoughts will come out. And if you just need a prompt, anyone, some of the best ones are just analyzing what's most important to you right now. Like what is most important to me in life right now? What have I been thinking about? What did I think about last night? Like any question. And then you just start writing it and just allowing yourself to keep writing until you're like, oh, this topic is something that I want to think about more. And usually what I would do is just journal about it for like hours. I love journaling, and I've been doing it for so long. But now I'm trying to okay, I've got a little bit of that. Let's click the record button and then just talk about it. But you do have to have a setup already with the camera, because if you don't, then you have the thought, and then you're like, all right, gotta set
you
the
lose
camera
the flow of it.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't think I've written like a long journal in a very long time, because the prompts are just like one page, one for morning, one for nighttime, and I already found like that's difficult, because I'm like, what should I write about? I'm thinking. Compared to what you're saying, how you can just constantly write. I haven't done it since like high school, college. Like I don't know.
We can do a journaling session together sometime.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool, because like I'm all about like letting out your thoughts, because I know what I've been doing is like speaking out loud to myself, and I find that helps. So it's kind of a form of like similar to journaling where you put your thoughts out on paper. This is just saying out loud and you're hearing the things you're saying. And when I do it, it's almost like a coach talking. Like sometimes it's tough love, sometimes it's like shake it off, or like, is it really that bad? Is what you think it is? No. When you hear it, it's almost like a friend talking to you, and you're like, oh, okay, you're right. Because you start to spiral, and maybe you don't get it out there.
You're already saying this to yourself out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually like watching YouTubers that do the kind of stuff. You could just click the button and then just speak out loud. You don't have, the video doesn't have to go anywhere, but you could just talk to the camera about the same exact thoughts you're having.
True. Oh, interesting. That'll be interesting content.
I do listen to YouTubers that do this. I don't know why, but like I enjoy that. Just talking at content where some of them are just speculating on stuff. There's this one guy. He's like a 51-year-old Japanese guy. That's his, like, everyone calls him that. And he just talks about like his life and this problem or this issue. And he's got 150,000 people that follow him, and they're just listening to it.
Share that with me later. I want to see what that looks like. Because there's people who will record things and they'll express their worries, and they're like, if you're watching this means that I have the confidence to upload it already. And I'm like, oh. So they kind of just ranted. They were ranting on their phone, and they were kind of unsure if they should upload it themselves. And they already have like a lot of followers, but them themselves are still feeling some type of way. So that's interesting. Maybe I'll try that out. Maybe there'll be like a good format. But it is kind of personal and vulnerable because you're letting out all of your like worries, concerns, and now the whole world knows.
Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere with the video where you can talk about certain stuff.
Yeah.
I feel for me, journaling has always been that area where I could get all my thoughts, but then that doesn't help me create this kind of content. Like it doesn't help content. And so I actually have to take that separation and say like, let me actually do it to the camera, where I feel most people do not want to journal in the first place, or they do not just feel that they're much more comfortable talking. Like you literally just shared that. And I feel most people are more comfortable talking. And so there's a lot of people that are growing on YouTube from just talking to the camera, doing exactly what you're doing without filming yourself.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm curious. I will show the channel.
It is a format that seems to work for some people, right?
This is kind of why I wanted to meet with you and chat about this, because, you know, I'm chatting, maybe it'll give you an idea, like you can try, and then while you're chatting, you give me it. Like I feel that if we keep meeting up, we're going to give each other ideas.
Yes.
And I want that, and I also want like someone else working on this stuff so that we can grow together. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta be, what do they say? Like it's like the 5 people you surround yourself, right? Because you're sharing like very similar energies and stuff like that. And so if you're just by yourself, you're never gonna grow, and you're gonna be stuck in like whatever mindset you have, right? Like if I'm constantly like studying other people's content and I'm not bouncing ideas with you, then I might never ever take action on those things I studied.
Believe me.
You can study so much, but you don't take any action, then you're not going to go anywhere with that. So, man, I mean, I like your suggestion there with ranting, talking out loud, recording it, and see if I have the guts to actually upload it, certain things.
I'm not sure if I mentioned to you, but one of the reasons that I did move closer to downtown in this area is so that I could be closer to you while we're on this journey together. Like I'm not in this town that much longer, but actually, I mean, it's a decent amount of time for us to like try to grow. But I wanted to be closer to you so we could work on some stuff.
That's really important that you created that circle to be even closer to us, because it's kind of a mission, right? You're out in District 6, so yeah, man, I appreciate you making that effort. It's like building that relationship and like getting closer. We need to get out of our bubble too. Like me and Don and stuff, we're kind of stuck here. But
yeah, well, I was just in a bubble in District 6, so I could very easily create my own bubble again, because it's still 30 minutes to get over here. I could easily create it, and so I don't think it's too wrong. But now we can occasionally like set a meeting or something, and then pop our bubbles, and then force ourselves to get to meet each other, and then like go back to our bubbles, and hopefully we can have that. I don't because at the same time we could have our bubbles and let months pass, and then like, oh shit, that could still happen too. So we'll see. We'll see.
You're here until April.
Maybe it's like June now.
June. Oh. How do you like your new place?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so much better.
Is it like how? In what way? Bigger or?
Yeah, the last place had light from the window coming in, and there was the bed and my desk in that same room. So one of the biggest things for me is when I want to talk to the camera or something, I had no place to do it because Lamb was still sleeping. And so now the room is separate, and there's a concrete wall between the bedroom and where my desk is in the living room. And so I can literally wake up, leave the room, she can keep sleeping, and then I can talk to the camera.
Okay.
And so I love that. There's a lot more natural light. The natural light hits the kitchen. So the whole day we could have natural light, where in the last place we could. And then it's much quieter. The last place had dogs barking like constantly.
Oh yeah.
And this place is so much quieter.
That's huge. Happy for you, man. Like natural lighting is important. I've been looking at like other apartments just because like my lease is up. Like I'm not in a rush to go, but I am curious what else is out there, and I just really haven't found anything that's like a winner. Unless like I have to go out of my budget, then sure. But I really don't want to do that either.
Yeah, I mean my budget at the moment is $350. That's how much we're gonna pay for this place, and that's more expensive than the last place. So we were like, we wanted to stay with the budget, but I was like, you know what? It is nicer for these small amount of time we're here. Like let's increase our budget. So now it's $350 for this place, plus utilities.
That's amazing. You're in D4.
Yeah, and I joined a couple gangs. That lowers the price. I know you mentioned that right away.
Yeah.
Watch out! So I joined some gangs.
It's a dangerous place over there.
I got a back
Damn,
tattoo.
I'm paying $550 US. Don's around like close to 600, but because it's the area we're in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Dude, when I was driving here to come meet you, I did drive kind of near your place on the directions that it took me. But like, oh my God, the amount of foreigners, I didn't even realize that many foreigners lived here.
It's like I never left America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more comfortable. It's more safe in that way. Sometimes I don't feel like I live in Vietnam because of this bubble.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I feel it. Well, I'll stop the camera now because I can see it's getting night, so I don't know if it's going to keep working. But thanks for watching. Obviously, thank you, Dustin.
Yeah, man.
You rock.
Yeah, dude.
See you later.
Peace.